Hello. I'm glad you asked me to do this interview, because this subject is important, not just to me and you, but to the entire student body. When I first started doing this job, I was a community receptionist, and then for a short time I became a proctor, and now I am a residential security officer. Safety, excuse me. I am a residential safety officer. I think that this last designation best describes our mission. I'd say I'm stern, but I'm also fair. My philosophy mirrors the policy of the Residential Security Office. If you have a photo ID, I can let you into the building. If you don't, I'm sorry, but you're SOL. It's that simple.
So you're a card swiper.
Card swiper. Ugh. Yeah, I've made some real friends doing this job.
Hi.
Good, how are you?
Sometimes I get a little eager to swipe people's cards, especially the ladies. Ladies, if you're out there, I know where you live. I want you entering the dorm. Oh. Anyway, if I see a particularly nice set of hands, I oftentimes reach out a little past the card accidentally, and my fingers just grace the edges of her hands. Her touch is then permanently etched in my memory. We get to wear our own clothes, but the office issues uniforms for us to wear over them. This vest here, well, there's a David Lynch movie called Wild at Heart, and in it Nick Cage explains, "This is a snakeskin jacket. For me, it's a symbol of my individuality and my belief in personal freedom." I identify with that quote. This vest defines me. Without it, I am not a residential secure safety officer. I asked the office if I could wear the vest like this. They said no. Security is important. It's my job to make sure students are safe enough to learn. The last thing this country needs is students afraid for their lives, and too afraid to study even. My goal is to make Northeastern University an institute of learning and safety. A dorm is a fortress of learning. Example, say a terrorist wanted to detonate a suicide bomb inside a college dorm. Now who is your first and last line of defense? I'll give you a little hint. You're looking at him.
Isn't it possible that the suicide bomber could run past you and into the dorm?
Impossible. Nobody gets in without proper photo identification. A suicide bomber would not have a working photo ID.
What if the impossible happened?
Impossible.
But what if someone got by you?
You know, come to think of it, somebody did slip by me once when the door was open. A policy dictates that I'm not allowed to leave my station. I immediately called public safety and told them that a terrorist had entered the building. They responded a half hour later and thoroughly searched the building.
Did they ever catch him?
Her. No, they came up empty-handed. But I saw her about 2 hours later. It turns out she had her card this time. She was actually a legitimate resident. When I hit that button, it's like there's an electric current running from the student through the door, through the button, and into me. I'm not just allowing entrance into the dorm, but I'm allowing entrance into myself. I'm not just a card swiper. I just have one profound message for the students that I serve. I am here. You may come inside me.